Hey, it's Astrid again. Today was a great day. I covered a lot of ground and the weather was almost perfect. I started the next leg of my journey by leaving my birch sapling in a cabin to cure. The wood can't be used for a little while and I can pick it back up on my way back. With any luck, I'll find a maple sapling to start curing. No reason to have arrows without a good bow. I need to lose some extra weight, so I dropped a stockpile of extra supplies. Hey, those could save my life someday, or the old man's even. It's been a while since I've left the coastal highway area, maybe years. It really doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, my home is stunning. If you can imagine it before the long dark, you'll see why I've never left. Anyway, I continue on, checking a few cars and finding a firearm cleaning kit. Maybe my 4 bullets will come in handy. The road connecting coastal to Desolation Point used to be scenic and well maintained for tourists. But now it's just crumbling, returning to nature like the rest of the island. Crows in lore are a common symbol of death. In real life, it's no different. Though corpses and cadavers are unpleasant, I search around every one for feathers. An arrow uses 3 feathers. I need every one of them. This winter wonderland still has its charms. Well, sometimes. I wouldn't give a pack of wolves stalking across a frozen lake the label charming, but I'm just one person. The path to Desolation Point isn't manageable, but the old coal mine will put me right where I need to be. The old mines are said to be safe and sturdy, but when it's dark and the wind howls, the mine can play tricks. I used a storm lantern to be sure I didn't get lost. I collected as much coal as I could. I plan on running that forge, and it needs a lot of heat to work as intended. The mine was fruitful, a fire striker, 2 pry bars, and plenty of coal. I left some behind, along with some books and matches. As I got further into Desolation Point, the clouds began rolling in. The sky turned a smooth white gray, but in front of me was clear, all the way across the lake. The faded red paint of the lighthouse stood out against the gray. Glad to see it's still here. As I edged around the rock to my left, the Riken shone like a beacon in front of me. I spent the night on the Riken. I was hopeful for a hammer here, but my luck seems to match the weather. Despite the thick, dreary fog, I headed out. There's a processing site nearby that may have some tools, including my hammer. The processing site appeared promising before I even opened the door. An extra bullet from my rifle welcomed me with open arms. Inside was a forger's dream. There were plenty of extra tools to scrap down for metal, and the light from my lantern bounced merrily off the head of a forging hammer. Perfect. The old man always warned me not to rely on tools I find on the island. It's fine to scavenge, he says, but what happens when every cupboard is empty? Being self-sufficient is vital to making it on your own out here. Tools can only be sharpened so many times before they finally break. I took some time here to break down the extra metal. Now it's time to light up the forge.